Welcome to Lifestyles. Fair is fair. What's going on, baby girl? What's happening? Happy Monday. How's everybody doing out there? I hope everybody's staying safe. We're getting through this COVID-19 um, vaccinations and all that stuff. We're getting through it, and I knew that everybody would get through this, or the country would get through this at some point. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe. I'm sorry, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button to Lifestyles with Eric. Fair is fair. What are you doing? What's going on? Wow, really? We're not going to worry about the haters. We're not even going to worry about them. They're thumbing down already. Wow. What is going on? I wonder why you can't see me. What's happening? Or can you see me now? Um, how's everybody doing out there? I've been doing a little let's see, I don't know, like a few day breaks. So I've kind of been kind of going in and out, maybe doing it once a week. I'm going to get back to the normal routine eventually. It's getting warmer. We're going to be doing more tutorials and different things outdoors. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, I'm going to be doing more videos, and I do miss everybody. Just, taking care of just normal things. Life sometimes gets in the way of YouTube. So, um, although you guys are very important to me, fair is fair. Where'd you go? So, when the sex is garbage, that's the topic today. That's the topic. Where do we go from here when the sex is garbage? Hey, Christine. Hey, Melanie. What's happening? Where do we go from here? Um, why do we put up with it? Why do we continue to I guess sometimes sleep with the same person if the relations isn't right? We tend to do that sometimes. Sometimes in my past, you may have had a woman that has gotten upset because they're wondering why you don't want to sleep with them. And sometimes it's because of the sex, unfortunately. It's not the personality, but the sex. And you have to sometimes try it to see if you're going to like it. And that, what's going on, Poonie? Momo, what's happening? Welcome to Lifestyles. You're right. We're not. It's nowhere to go. If you don't have that, then where can you go? But you do have to test the waters out, and that's the thing. Sometimes after you test the waters out, um, you know, people get upset. A man could get up. Excuse me. A man get upset with a woman, wondering why he's not getting a call back, or why the woman is putting him off, and she doesn't want to hurt his feelings or crush his ego, but it might be because his penis was small. It may be because he can't perform well. It may be because he's a quick brother. It just varies. Absolutely. Absolutely. Momo, baby cakes. So yeah, I cut the little goatee thing off. So I'm gonna do that every now and then. I don't know if it makes me look younger or older. It doesn't matter. I like the hair on the face sometimes, and then sometimes I go clean cut. So it just kind of varies. So ladies, you tell me what you think. What's going on, Trey Ace of Spades? Welcome to Lifestyles. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, share the video out, and we're talking about garbage sex. How, what, when, and where? Why do you put up with it? Why would you go back for seconds if it's not what you want in a man or a woman? Why would you go back? Either way, it looks good on you. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Momo. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Do you feel that you should tell the person that the connection isn't good sexually? Um, if if you have to, I think again, if you tell that to a man, that could crush a man's ego. But sometimes we still need to know, because if we keep pondering on that or keep bringing up sex or kind of worrying the woman about that. What is a woman to do? But eventually just kind of spit it out. Look, you're not good. It's no good. Okay. I don't like it. It's little. You're too quick. I can't do this. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm sorry. I had to tell it like this. You keep worrying me about it. I'm sorry. I just had to say it's no good. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, dude, but look, it's no good. Hey, it is what it is. That's what sometimes a woman has to tell a man, and unfortunately, then that's when some men will turn into women haters and cuss the women out and all that stuff. And it's really silly because it's not the woman's fault that she had to be honest with you because you couldn't take the brush off lightly. And she had to go a little harsh with you. So us as men have to step our game up. So it is what it is. Mr. George, what's going on, big guy? What's happening? Salute. Salute. So yes. So yeah. What I mean, if the sex is garbage, I mean, what do you do? If for a man, you'll have a woman that again is wondering why that you won't sleep with him anymore. And it's not again, and it's not always that. There can be other things. This is about sex tonight. We're talking grown folk talk on Monday night, and that's what we're talking about. So um, sometimes a man won't call you back because of that, and then it could be other things too. But if it is about relations or sexual, you can't make a person feel a certain kind of way. I've said that before, and I'll say it again. It's almost like as I say, testing the waters. Um, if you've never slept with a person before and you get married and then you sleep with that person and then they don't feel a certain kind of way or whatnot, then what do you do? You can't again make a person feel a certain kind of way. You can't make her feel a certain kind of way. She can't make you feel a certain kind of way. So what do you do in the meanwhile? Do you get used to one another? Do you jail eventually? What if you never jail? So then what? You're stuck with one another. You got married. Um, sex is for married people, and now you have to somehow make this relationship along with sex work because sex is a vital component in a relationship, whether you're married or not. It is a a release. Um, it bonds two people together. That's the reason why they say watch who you sleep with. It makes sense. Soul ties and other things if you believe in that spiritual aspect of it. So yeah, I mean, when the sex is good, then that's when we as men notice the connection that we have towards women so quick because the sex is good and they want to hold on to you as best as they can because it's more emotional for a woman versus a man. So you think we should try it before marriage? In my opinion, yes. That's just my opinion. I'm not a pastor, preacher, reverend, or priest, and that's just the way I believe that because I just feel like I should feel. You know what? I'm thinking about something real quick. Hold on. I haven't met a woman that has made me feel that I need to stop everything and I don't want to sleep with her or anybody else until we're married, um, or if we get married, or I haven't fell in love. I haven't gotten that feeling where I don't want to be that I feel that I can hold off with that. So that's two different things. But then I feel that you should feel that person before you commit to them because you don't know what you're getting into. So there's two different things that I feel. So, Melanie, I hope I answered your question. They're just two different things that I feel. I haven't felt that way, so I can't speak on not having sex at all before we decide that we're going to get. I mean, before we get married. But at this point in my life, I feel that I should feel you before I decide to commit to you. And that's just the way I feel about it. Just the way I feel. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. That can become a um touchy subject sometimes for some people. I mean, everybody doesn't agree with that. Some people do, some people don't. I just feel with age, there becomes a you may not ever become married. If you're 50 on up and you've never been married, what if you're never married? So if you're saying I won't sleep or I won't have sex until I'm married, then that means you'll never have sex anymore. I don't think our bodies are made to never have sex. Now, I hope that I can get some people to agree with me on that. I do not think our bodies are not to meant not to have sex because women reproduce for a reason. Men are the connection to that. So we all have a purpose. Um, Hey, Miss Gwendolyn, welcome to Lifestyles. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming in and welcome back to the family. Um, yeah, I just feel like, um, you have to bond in that area. Um, that is a vital part of a relationship and a big connection. I'm big on communication. I'm big on thinking and talking. I don't have to talk about sex when I am getting to know a woman. That is not the way I communicate. But at some point, Shantae, what's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles. Um, Sex at some point will come up. I mean, that is normal. We're human beings first, so that is just the way we were created. The opposite sex is supposed to be attracted to one another, and we, as individuals and human beings, we see what connection we have, and we do it. And what spark? If we have sparks and fireworks, then these are the things that we figure out as adults. So um, I just feel that the older we get, it's just time to stop playing the bullshit games. And if you want to sleep with somebody, do it the right way. Be adult about it. Be safe, and do what you do. Um, it is what it is. Life's too short. Um, Again, you may or may not ever be married again, but there are men out here that will tell a woman they're going to marry them to sleep with them, and then don't marry them, or the woman gives in because she figures the man is serious about marrying her, so she figures she might as well give it on up now. So, they're just different things that, we all go through and we all say to, I guess, get what we want. But I'm glad that I've matured enough where I don't have to do that. Um, Trey Ace of Spades, I do believe everyone has good sex. It's all in the communication and teaching. Absolutely. I agree, Trey Ace of Spade. Um, yeah, I mean, everybody just has to be adult about the situation again, like I said, and know that we are human beings first. Um, so, all the waiting 3 months and let's do what Steve Harvey says, because first of all, Steve Harvey definitely isn't a perfect relationship expert. He has had a few, more than a few bad relationships. So I don't think we need to go with what Steve Harvey says. Let's just go with what lifestyle says. And I think we most of the time agree on these things. Um, we're human. If we're feeling one another, we'll think about it, we'll react to it in the adult way. That's all we have to do. Stop holding back on things that you really want to do instead of being so tight and regressive. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. You're missing out on certain things that your body's natural endorphins and things are supposed to come out. And if you're not allowing those to happen, then you're suppressing yourself, is what I say. Absolutely, Gwendolyn. I totally agree. There definitely has to be chemistry. I mean, if there isn't any chemistry, then what do you have? That's the reason why I don't understand when I hear men that talk of nasty to women and sexual when they first meet them, and they don't even they've never had any conversation with them. Then how do they think that they're going to get anything from that woman but a you're a pervert? I mean, I don't understand that, but there are some men out there, I guess, that get off on talking nasty to women and not getting anything out of it. So that's weird to me. Communication is first. You do not have to talk about sex to get sex. That's just an again a natural act. If we're attracted to each other physically and then also can hold a great conversation, I think we can go far. So you just never know. Man, I'm over here talking to my daughter about my divorce coming through filed in 91 and just determining not 2020. I tell you, George, that's the craziest story I've ever heard, but I've heard of different, different stories. And for you to be not knowing about that, knowing you were married this long and you thought you were divorced years ago, I think that's crazy. Totally crazy. Wow. So your ex lied. And and that's crazy. Me myself, I'd have to say something to her about it, but I know everybody communicates different or not. You know, Ace of Spades, I think I do have somewhat of a bit of experience on certain things because I've been through certain situations that someone my age normally hasn't been. So I think sometimes I can be a bit of an expert on sex talk and things like that. So, you know, if that's what we want to label myself, let's do it. But I think I can help some people out with some of the things that they're going through. Yeah, but they never tell how bad their sex was, George. That's the thing. They'll tell how bad a guy's sex is, but they'll never tell that their vagina was dry or that they couldn't put their legs up the right way or that they kept bending their legs down when you tried to, do a doggy style or something like that. Or they kept, making their legs fold down because of your penis size or whatever. I mean, so women need to be honest too. They're not always great in bed, and we as men we just play it off and we just keep on going and trying to um, make the best of a bad situation. So when a man doesn't always come back for seconds, sometimes that's what it is, ladies. That's sometimes what it is, and it's not the man's fault. So you can't be upset with the man because you don't feel great. Okay. So you got to step your game up just like men have to step their game up to women. Absolutely. True, Gwendolyn. But you know what? I've heard some women say they just rather have a good fuck, honestly. Um, you don't have to tell a woman you love them to make love to them, but you can make them feel like they are loved once you're doing it. You don't have to, you can just be gentle. And if they want to, then you give it to them. But you just have to make a woman feel loved. You don't have to make love to them. That's the thing. And again, like I've said, I've heard women say they'd rather have a good fuck because they want to come, and that's just the bottom line. And again, if anybody out there is a child, this is adult talk, and that is what we're talking about, adult things. So I hope that little kids aren't watching this because this is definitely adult talk on Monday night with lifestyles. Intimacy is great, Momo, and you're right. And intimacy and sex is not the same thing, and a lot of men don't know what intimacy or is, and a lot of women don't either. So, intimacy is a great thing because that is when you are just enjoying each other's presence with one another. It can be touching each other's hands, looking in each other's eyes, enjoying each other's company. Like I said, it's not always about sex with the intimacy. Totally. Well, Gwendolyn and Gwen, sometimes it's just sex to you, but it can be good sex. And that's the thing. If somebody makes it good for you instead of just get in and get out, then I think that that's a good thing. But when they don't make it enjoyable for you and it's just for them, then that's a terrible thing because I don't believe in being selfish. And I don't think anybody should be selfish when they're having sex, fucking, making love, or whatever you want to call it. I believe that you have to uh, please your partner, and hopefully you'll get the same in return. You know, totally. So, since we're talking about grown folk talk tonight on Monday night, what is going on with Tiny and Ti and their sexual escapades? Um, I've heard they've had threesomes, foursomes. They've invited different women. I haven't heard they've invited another man, but other women into their bedroom. So now there's about 12 women that are accusing Tiny and Ti of drugging them, rape. One young lady said she was raped back in 2006 on a tour bus, said she had blood running down her leg. She was 17. My thing is, how do they hold on to these things and then all of a sudden everything comes out at the same time? But you didn't do it back then. Nobody said anything about it. That's what I'm tired of. That's the reason why I think that there's something going on in Hollywood, whether it's the Illuminati or something like that. When it's your turn, when your time comes up, it's either you've raped somebody, you're on drugs now, you're losing your mind, something to that effect. And it seems like it always comes every few years with different stars. So if anybody can see the coincidence in this, I do. But Tiny and Ti need to probably chill out on the threesomes and stuff like that, because it seems like even if this is consensual adults, um, somebody's putting some shit on him and his old lady, and it's messed up because he's got a family name. Um, he's got different endorsements and things like that, so they have to, he has to watch that. So this is a shocker right now. Yeah, of course they're into the celebrity freak shit. Would you say Shantae groupies? Okay, okay, yeah. Well, they're screwing the groupies, and now the groupies are coming up saying that they've been drugged in clubs and they've been given ecstasy and woke up and penetrated and things like that. But if they're being invited to their home and they know what's going on, and they probably pay these young ladies too, I'm sure. I'm sure it's not free. Uh, yeah, this is a situation that I'm sure they'll slide through eventually, but he's going to have to get an attorney, which I'm sure he already has an attorney. And but now you have to defend yourself for something that allegedly you didn't do or did. So this is all allegedly. These young ladies are coming out and saying these things about Tiny and Ti. So let's keep an eye on out for that. I guess keep them in our prayers, and hopefully, if they didn't do anything wrong, let's hope that they didn't. We'll keep them in our prayers. If they did, the Lord will handle it in the way He does. It is what it is. You're right, Shantae. It all comes with it. I agree. It's all crazy, Gwen. It totally is. Um, you get into that freak stuff and then it'll bite you back in the ass later. Like, Eddie Murphy had some stuff with a transvestite young guy. He could tell every part of Eddie Murphy's house, but it kind of went away. This is a young, I'm sorry, young uh, transgender person that said he was sleeping with Eddie Murphy when he was younger. So um, you never know. You never know. Hey Terry, what's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, share the video out. We appreciate you coming into the family. We haven't seen you. Welcome. We're on the tail end of sex talk, talking about Tiny and Ti, their sexual escapades, and we're just talking about garbage sex. Why do you stand for it? Why do you put up with it? Why do you go back? Um, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Gwen. Change the subject. Let's do it. No, I did not hear about that. That is freaking terrible. So Gwen said that 4 family members were killed over stimulus check. Now, I did hear 4 family members were killed in the Midwest, Indianapolis, I believe, but I did not hear anything about stimulus check. That is, I can't say that that's not unbelievable because there's so many crazy things happening in the world. Wow. Mo, are you serious? This is wow. Excuse me. I cannot believe that. Well, let's say a rest in peace to that family. Send our condolences out to that family, and I'll watch that on the news and see if I hear anything about that. Um, don't forget to don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button out. Um, thanks for coming into Lifestyles. We're going to end on that note. We're going to watch the news. We're going to send a shout out to that family and special prayers and blessings to that family. Thanks for listening to every thing I had to say. It was good for you all to come in. I appreciate everybody coming in tonight. Um, it's always good to talk to you and chit chat with you. I love talking to my family. Stay blessed, be positive, be safe, vigilant, keep your eyes open. And until next time, until next time. You're right, Hattie. I think some of their shows probably will be canceled, and that's too bad because they haven't been convicted of anything. And that's the messed up part about of hearing things about somebody and you don't know if they're true yet. People are so quick to rush the judgment of people. So we have got to stop doing that in in this time in this new cancel culture. We've got to stop doing that. Definitely. Thanks, Mo. Thank you. Everybody have a blessed night. See you this week. All right. Take care. Love you.